Yo, what's good, YouTube? DJ Miles 2010 here with another episode of Step Your Game Up. This episode's going to be about conservative versus aggressive. Conservative players versus aggressive players, and conservative decks versus aggressive decks. You know, a conservative play would be summoning a monster and attacking and setting your back row. That's very conservative, but you don't want to set too much back row because you don't know what the opponent has. They could have some stupid ass fucking card that does some stupid ass shit. There's something, a random tech that you might not notice. Aggressive would be summon. This is probably on the first turn. Summon, special summon, special summon, special summon, and then just fucking trying to explode when you didn't even go first. That is a very aggressive play. A play that should not be made because you're going to run into a Mirror Force, you're going to run into a Torrential, you're going to run into something you don't want to see, and then you're going to complain that you just misplayed, and which, I don't know how you can misplay that bad. That is a terrible play to make. If you're going second and the opponent has back row, you should never special summon that much, never put out that many monsters on the board at the same time when you don't know what the opponent even has. If they've duality'd and you've seen their Torrential and their Mirror Force, it's okay to make that play because you know that there's nothing that you have to fear besides the Solemn Warning. A conservative deck would be like Gravekeepers, Gemini, X-Sabers are conservative. I think that's pretty much all the good. Fish. Those are pretty much all the good conservative decks out right now. I'm explaining each one. Gemini, they summon a monster, they attack, then they end their turn, the opponent goes, they set a monster, and then you go, you attack. You keep one monster on the field at the same time, and you always have big back row. That's a good, that's why the deck is so good. It always has big back row. They never have too many monsters on the field at the same time, so they really don't have to run into too much stuff. The most they usually have on the field at the same time is maybe two, never more than 3 at the same time because they don't need that many monsters. Play conservatively. Say you've summoned a monster last turn and you still haven't summoned a monster, don't summon another monster. Just keep attacking. If they activate something, you can spark your monster. If it's an alias, spark your monster, pop another card. So they just lost 2 cards right there, and you still haven't even summoned. So you put out another monster. That's a very good plays to make. Gravekeepers, they have their spy. They flip their spy. And they have they get their descendant. They tribute their spy to pop a card. Make sure you always use your priority and tribute the spy and pop a card on the field. Then, if you still want to, you can summon your recruiter, saying you have one. Summon your recruiter, tribute it, kill another card. You don't have to though. I mean, that right there would be an aggressive play. But if you have the opening and you could take it. If they only have one monster in a back row, make that play because you can pop their monster at the same time. And you don't want it to be like a Raikou or some stupid ass card. Let's see. X-Sabers, they set their Dark Soul, they set their Ember's Blade, they set their Poshul, they set everything. And then fucking, when they get their resources, they just explode on you. They are a conservative deck, but they have the potential to explode on you. And everyone knows that. One reason Cat's gone. Everyone knows that Cat helped them out so much. Cold Wave is gone. They can't make those certain plays that they want to. Yes, there's traps done now. It's like a Cold Wave for X-Sabers, but they don't need to make those plays. They are an aggressive deck, but they don't have to. In a way, they have to be aggressive, but they don't have to start out aggressive. They're more of a deck that just waits for their shit. Another conservative deck would be Glad Beast. I was playing my friend this weekend. He just busted my ass. I wasn't playing Samurais. I was just playing a deck for fun. But he busted my ass with GBs. He always had pluses in his hand. He always had pluses. He always had cards in his hand after playing cards on the field. Always. So that's playing conservatively, very conservatively. If you can keep control of the field and you have control in your hand as well, you pretty much win. There's nothing the opponent can really do about it. Fish, they set their monsters. They wait until they get Big Mama Fish, and then summon it and explode in your face. They're a conservative deck. They have to wait for everything, and then they be aggressive, just like X-Sabers. An aggressive deck would be Samurais. If you don't know that, you're way behind in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Samurais are a very good deck. Had Samurais been gone, this format would be very even. This would be the most even format I've probably ever played, and I've been playing since started at Yu-Gi, but I got out for a while. I missed a whole bunch of formats. I wish I didn't quit, but I did a while ago. And this is probably the most even format that I've ever played, except Samurais. If Samurais weren't here, it'd be the most even. Samurais generally have the edge if they go first. You guys should know that. They are a very aggressive deck, but the thing about them is they can't always play aggressive. You can't do that all the time. If you play aggressive, and you don't know what the opponent has, if they haven't used their torrential, if they haven't used both their warnings, you're going to run into something you don't want to see. You have to play conservatively if you don't have the correct plays. Don't just make stupid plays just to make them. Make correct plays and play conservatively. There was a duel. You could check it out on my channel. My regional duel. I was setting my Kaigekis and my Kagmushas because I didn't have the correct players. I wouldn't summon my Kaigeki just so I could special summon my hand for no reason. Hand is good, but you don't need to special summon it just for no stupid ass reason. Just set the Kaigeki, or you can summon Kagmusha and special Kizan. You don't have to synchro right away because Kizan will protect your, or Kagmusha will protect your monster. Just remember to make conservative plays. You don't have to always push for game. If you have game, go for it. If you know you have game, go for it. But if you do not know that you have game 100%, do not push for game, because a lot of times come back and bite you in the ass, and you're gonna be pissed. And some people they make conservative plays and they think that they're the correct conservative plays, and it's really not. And then some people make aggressive plays and they think it's correct aggressive plays, but it's not. The correct aggressive play is when you've checked the opponent's graveyard, and they have used their Mirror Force, their Torrential, and both their warnings, or they've duality'd, and you've seen the cards go back into their deck. They didn't use it, but you watched it go back into their deck. So chances are they didn't draw into it again, unless they cheat. But chances are they didn't draw into it again. Or a player was shuffling his hand and they dropped a card, and you noticed that it was a torrential. Take advantage of that and explode. Some people say that's wrong, but if they drop the card, it's their own misplay. Take advantage of the opponent's mistakes. Conservative play is when the wrong conservative play is when they've used their torrential and their Mirror Force, and you're still only summoning one monster at a time, or one monster, and you're just attacking with that one monster on the field. They've used their torrential and their Mirror Force. There's no need for you to just sit there and wait for nothing. They've used all their power cards. The only power card they could probably have left is Dark Hole. But if you can get something out to protect your monsters, if you can get a Shein, a Stardust, or a Materia Beast, then it doesn't matter if they have their Dark Hole. Don't play too conservatively, don't play too aggressively. Make sure that when you're playing aggressive, that you have game. And you're playing conservatively, don't play too conservatively, because it makes no point, or makes no sense to play conservatively if you have game. Don't just sit there, say you have a fucking full helm, and you attack one of their tokens, and then you special summon your Dark Soul in defense, and you don't special summon your Fall Troll in Synchro Hyunlei. It makes no sense not to do that, because they've used their Torrential and their Mirror Force. You know, there's no, just make their, this pretty much saying make the correct plays. If you have game, don't just sit there. That'll probably be it for this episode. I'm kind of just rambling and ranting right now. But next episode, I want to do a episode upon request. You guys tell me what you guys want to see for my next episode. I'm probably going to post this in the description below in case you guys don't watch a full episode, because it's probably 10 minutes long now. Yeah, it is. So, if you guys want to see something, post it in the comment section below, and I will definitely make an episode on that. Phone's going off. So just tell me what you guys want to see, and I will see you later, YouTube.